Yeah. 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat. With the speed just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you die. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking trade love. In my throne, I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing Healthy Snacks for Life, which is filled with non-toxic, high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Call your friends, call your neighbors,
Call your loved ones, your boy toy, girlfriend, side chick, get them all in here. Put the kids to sleep, by the way, because this is not a children's show. But guess what? We have a wonderful show for you tonight. Yes, yes, yes. And we have a special birthday for a special friend of ours. He's no secret to the show. But nevertheless, I can't do this show by myself, so I'm joined with some special guests. But before I bring them on, I just want to remind everybody, definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It's absolutely free. So what are you waiting for? We looked at stats and we show that about 80% of you are viewing the show, but not yet subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Don't be scared. Go ahead and do it. And also click that like button. That like button shows us that you appreciate what we're doing over here. And it also lets YouTube know that you appreciate it. And then the YouTube then share us with other people with similar interests. So go ahead and hit that like button. And of course, you can comment below. And if you comment below, we'll read your comments on the air and respond accordingly. And they say sharing is caring. So go ahead and share us on your social media so that your friends and family can see what the craziness is all about and come over here and enjoy it as well. So, like I said, I can't do this without my family. Family is everything. And like I said, DNA just make it related. But the love and loyalty makes you family. So I got my family with me tonight, and I have none other than my sister, the very beautiful, the light bright Tyson's mama, Tayama.
Hey everybody.
What's
How
going
is
on, lady?
everybody? Nothing out here in my big body.
Okay, our room. So
Vroom.
who's got the keys to the Jeep? Okay,
Man.
I know that's right. And of course, Legacy's going to be a little late tonight, but he's going to be with us strong and long. So we're just waiting for Legacy. But
But
nevertheless,
wait, and I also gotta send out a belated birthday shot to my best friend Junior. Yeah, yeah.
yes, Junior's birthday was celebrated on yesterday, and we had a nice time, a nice intimate, quiet evening here at the house for Junior. Junior
Boy,
turned
y'all call
50.
that quiet?
Well, officially, Junior turns 21. Wink,
He
wink.
say he 26.
Okay, wink, wink.
Everybody holding that 26.
Yes, 26 years old. But yes, we searched the whole world. We wanted the most roundest, voluptuous cakes. You know, not brownies. Brownies they raise only so high and then they stop. They kind of flat, but they just chocolatey. But we didn't want the chocolatey. We didn't want no flatness. We wanted some thick, round, juicy cakes. Publix didn't have them, although Publix came close. And damn sure Walmart didn't have them, and that's a damn shame. Carries everything, but they didn't have these cakes. Duncan Hines didn't have them. Sarah
Oh,
Lee didn't
damn
have
crazy.
them. Betty Crocker didn't have 'em. They all fell a little, a little short. But we went up north and we found them on Juicy Cakes. Welcome to the show, Juicy Cakes.
Hey everybody.
She outside.
Yes, how are y'all doing?
We're doing just lovely.
Okay.
I know. It's good to see you. Where you at, Tay?
Well, right now I'm just leaving from my friend house because they wanted to see the truck.
Wait, what happened to the Maserati? What you
Oh,
mean
the
the truck?
Maserati is in my garage. It's in my garage.
Oh, okay.
She
So
she ain't go nowhere.
I'm about to say, what happened? Now
Let's
you
Let
just
got
me
a
say,
tell
truck
you.
now?
Yeah, I got a truck now, but my truck ain't shit. You need to pull up on my best friend, boy. That thing, that's so sexy.
okay,
He would have got for his birthday. He would have got him the brand new 2023 Lexus, 0
Who?
miles. Hermit,
Who?
Hermit Junior,
Who? Oh my.
honey, hunty,
So come pick
honey.
me up.
Okay.
Don't come and let me ride, Will. Do you want to ride in the back seat? No, I want to
Yes.
be in the. I
Let me
want to be
tell
in the
you, I would have
passenger
ride the
seat.
front seat. I would have
I
ride
would
the
say I want to be in the
front.
passenger seat.
Okay.
Let me drive.
That,
Let me do
let
whip,
me tell
whip,
you, I
whip.
think it came over there to your juicy cakes and got some of your frosting for that inside, boy.
Mm,
That
Oh
shit is
my. So what kind of truck
okay.
did you get?
a big. It's a 2022 Ram
Look,
1500 crew cab. It's
that's
a big
still
body.
come on, Big Daddy.
This, this a big body.
You're like, wait. Okay, good job, Lexus. But
Shit.
that's still
No,
you hear
see
vroom,
this is
vroom,
for
vroom.
work
What you about to start doing
and
with a ram? You about to haul cars? You in the fleet business?
listen, listen.
See, I
I
need my
don't know.
Chevy. I need my Chevy pulled up. Come on. Come on, let's get it. I know I can get you hooked up now. And we get a little
Come on,
hint put on
Lego.
there. And I need my Chevy pulled up. DC, I need it so bad. Woo,
Hold on, guys.
please.
Let me bring in my one more guest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That the
Legacy
birthday.
coming.
Yeah, Lex is gonna
Well,
run.
we going when
Lex is
he
running.
come on,
He's running a
we
little
should sing
late.
happy birthday, okay, y'all?
Lex is
Huh?
running. Yeah, yeah. We
Okay.
should. We're gonna do that. Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good, Juicy. I like that. So yeah, Legacy is running a little late, but he said he will be tardy for the party. But none other than our special guest tonight. He's no secret to the show. He's been here many a times, and the show loves him, and we adore him. And he's a fan favorite. You know, none other than Mr. King Will himself. King Will, Chill Will, Willpower, William, whatever you want to call him. Just don't call him late for dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But Will is our special guest, and tonight is also his birthday. Will turns 26 on us tonight. So, welcome to the show, Will.
I appreciate
Welcome.
the introduction. Thank you so much. It's a
Happy
blessing to
birthday.
be here.
Happy
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 birthday
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 to
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 you.
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 Achoo!
Happy
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 birthday
birthday to
birthday
to
you.
to
you.
you.
Clap,
Achoo!
clap.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
dear
Will.
Will.
Clap.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you. We gonna get
Now,
it
now give
together
me some of that birthday money.
for
Well,
real.
he has his
We,
cash
we,
app listed. His
we
cash
can
app
take
is
a
listed
shot
right there.
together.
His cash app is listed right there. It's $97JUTE. He's trying to raise at least $26. That's his. He's 26 years old today. So if we can get $26, we sure appreciate it. So if everybody could just give
I know Juicy
$1.
take a shot with me. I appreciate that, Juicy.
I'm taking a shot with you in my mind, bro.
I appreciate that.
I can't get a DUI. That
No,
Look,
that just won't work for my 40s. Cause
don't
I'm
do
gonna hold on to my 40s while y'all trying to hold on to the 20s.
I'm
I
sitting by the pool. I can
that
drink with
wisdom.
you,
I
man.
love
I
that
got you.
wisdom. Keep that wisdom.
So,
Yes.
so again, all the
I
cast
got you.
members, and all the viewers, if y'all could each just give $1 or two, to his cash app, so he can at least get $26 tonight, $1 for each year that he's been on this earth.
26
Well,
years.
we got
Well,
you.
you might want to tell the truth about your age so your money come up. I don't know. I
Oh
think you
wait,
get the short end of the stick this time.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that one to you. So you tell them how old I really am, so we can
Uh,
know.
Let's see. I'm
so
gonna ride
look,
out with 26 like you. I ain't gonna snitch.
So
Whatever you said is,
take it up.
that's what it is to the grave.
You telling me it need to be more than that. So take it up. Take it up.
Honey,
I was thinking at least a pitch to grow an inch, but hold on now. We didn't never heard that you
let,
bottom all the way
let me let me tell you. You
Juicy
say
already.
that's what it is. I'm riding out with you till the wheels fall off. Ain't nobody gonna change it. He
Hey,
Well,
26.
hey,
well, I already, well,
where
look,
there's a will, there's a way. So
and there's a wheel right there.
26 is
Yes,
okay with me. I'll take the 26.
So,
that's what's up.
So I already sent a few dollars. I ain't gonna tell you what I sent, but I already sent a few dollars to the Cash App. So y'all can match it or pass it. But we're trying to
I
get that 26.
appreciate that, Tony.
So
I'm
yeah.
gonna take
So
me another shot to
yes.
Maybe I can use your cash app.
that.
So I can send a
Hi,
birthday gift.
hi, Kia.
Hey,
Hey, Kia.
my baby's my bestie. She said, sure.
Yeah, send a coin or two.
Y'all know I don't
Yeah.
know how to do cash out. It will not connect to none of my accounts properly. I think
Let
God
me
done
tell
just
you,
did me
I kicked
wrong.
cash out to the curb when my money went missing. I was sitting
It'll
there
let me
clutching my
receive.
pearls. Got by somebody from Cash App on Cash App.
Wow. It'll let me receive, but it will not let me send. I can see like if I have it in Cash App, I can send from Cash App, but it will not connect to my banks.
Your bank's smart. They trying to save you from a bitch robbing you.
Hey,
Hey
Jose.
Jose, you're out tonight. What you doing tonight?
Hey,
Jose.
Everybody out. It's Friday.
it's
Go do
Let
it.
me tell you,
Do it.
everybody in these streets, okay?
Jose, tonight is Will's birthday. We're trying to raise $26, so contribute to his Cash App. A dollar or two. His Cash App is
appreciate that,
under
Jose.
his name. We're trying to raise at least $26 for his birthday. Jose said he just wanted
You,
to pass by and say hello.
you already know one's legacy get on.
Listen, remind me to run out to everybody on this ATL show. Because mine was July 27th. We ain't run down no 40 something dollars, $40. I'm just saying. Just did a sister all wrong.
He said he at a bar, so he can't hear. Hey, I'm trying to get with Jose. I'm
I'm
trying.
trying to get where Jose at.
Okay. Jose getting
Nah,
turned up.
I buy all the drinks. I got you on the drinks. Come on.
What you
Come on, Will.
drinking
Let's go.
on? You
Yeah,
can't hear.
I'll meet you there. I'll
Where
meet
you
you.
at?
Jose getting
You
lit.
know he
I'm
in
here
Boynton, so
right now.
he close by.
Oh, you right here by me. What's up?
Right.
Wait,
That's what I'm
hey,
trying to
hey,
tell
let's
you.
meet at
He
the
live in
Duffy
Boynton.
I'm
House.
in
Yeah.
Delray.
You in Delray?
Yeah, so where you at?
I'm in
Yeah.
Revere.
No,
But
Oh,
no,
hell
Jose
no.
live
I
in
can't go there.
Boynton.
no.
No,
Jose live in
Jose live
Boynton.
in Boynton.
Hey,
I,
it's
I
We
had
at the
I had
bar.
I
I'll meet
had your bike. Revere don't like West Palm. They might try to set me up from the old days.
you.
They
Hey,
still on that
I'll meet
stuff
you.
down there?
I'll meet you at the L House on East Boynton.
He said I'm at the old Key Line house in Lantana.
Oh, he already a little south. Appreciate that, Kia. Thank you so much. Go ahead and
Happy
take me.
birthday, Will. We gonna take a sip for every
Appreciate
happy
that.
birthday, huh?
Oh yeah, we
We
love
love
West,
West Palm
baby.
Beach.
I need my red cup to take a sip. But my
There you
bartender
go.
is on break.
Yeah, go
I
ahead and
hope I
get your
don't be
red
getting
cup.
too bent on the show. Y'all catch me if I start getting a little too like, oh, juicy.
Okay.
Hey, Juicy, you be right where you need to be. Look, you took the first shot with me, so you gonna be right where you need to be. I appreciate it.
I just know I
No.
don't do liquor. I'm a choker.
Hey, it's all good. You ain't even have to say that. You made it look good. You made it look good for the time being. They
Okay.
ain't got to know.
No,
So
it's in there.
so
Oh
Will,
I
how
yeah.
went
many
to the
drinks you
liquor store
had?
today, and the liquor store had vodka samples. You know that White Claw? White Claw has come out with his actual vodka instead of just the White Claw seltzer. So I tried the original and the blackberry. The blackberry tastes like that great syrup medicine we used to have to take. It was nasty. And the
Yeah.
original was too sweet.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Then the store owner gave me a shot of this tequila. I bought that bottle. 1800 got a cucumber and jalapeno tequila. So I bought that bottle.
So
Then I saw Instagram had some pink lemonade. So I bought that bottle.
That's like two bottles. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Legacy.
What's good?
Hey, Legacy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, I already know. I said the one's legacy get on here. That 26 happen, but you ain't got to worry about it now.
Legacy, as soon as you joined, though, it started echoing.
I don't know what to tell you.
Legacy, I don't know about you earlier, but it's Will's 26th birthday. So
Happy birthday, Will.
Appreciate that, family.
Listen, I found out last Sunday. You know what I'm talking about. And sorry for my condolences, and I'll see you soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
For sure. How everybody doing tonight?
Everybody's
Blessed and highly favored.
Where the party at?
I always want a damn party.
Ain't nothing wrong with partying.
I'm trying to upload.
Too much. Don't hate on us. Who can?
I'm trying to upload this one picture. Y'all give me 1 second. There's pictures of what we're going to talk about. Mr. Legacy the Great. Okay, I think the picture's uploading now. Okay. There it is. Okay. And Donald Trump took his mugshot. And it looks like these are his other people that was on his cabinet. That also had mugshots.
So all of those people got arrested?
The one on the right is Giuliano. That's his lawyer.
That's how much Juicy don't watch TV. She don't know none of them. But Trump.
That looked like a yearbook. Picture. Like that was a reunion from high school. All of them went to school together. I don't know any of them. You're right. They're not that important in my life. But I know who on my panel.
But so on top of your head, so what's now? He took a picture. He's got a mugshot. Now what?
I mean, it don't mean nothing to me because I took a picture. I got a mugshot, and I still ain't got no record.
They saw your.
He said, "Y'all mean? No, we not. How we mean?"
They saw your juicy cakes and forgot to give you a record.
Go put my name. It's gonna come out of blank paper. But I got a mugshot. I had soon to print mine, and I put it in a frame. I got 8 by 10 of it.
Damn.
Okay, Tayama Jr.
I was smiling though. I was like,
Will, I don't know if you caught it earlier that Juicy was trying to marry you off to her daughter.
He did. It went right over his head.
She said she's 23.
But if you older than 26,
I just made 26 today. I'm not over. I'm just at 26.
That ain't what the lit rate.
Nah, hey, that was Tay trying to put me at above that, but it's 26. She even vouched for me. She said we gonna ride out with the 26. So that's only 3 years.
What she also said was she won't tell if you don't tell.
There you go.
She was
And
trying to
that's
get him
called
more.
loyalty.
She was trying to get him more
I
money.
swear to God, I won't tell. I act like I ain't never heard of you. See you day in my life.
See?
Hey, but I told you I was gonna stick with the 26.
Okay.
I ain't gonna.
Hey, listen, Junior sticking with 26 too. I
My
just
daddy
need,
was
hey, look,
36.
I just need y'all to tell me how long y'all gonna be 26.
There you
That was
go.
about to say. My dad was 36 till one day I said, wait a minute, Daddy. You was 36 10 years ago. I started getting old enough to count.
Okay.
Hell, like it don't add up that way because I know I'm 10.
Hey, and you never
Yeah, so
ask a real woman her age, so we gonna leave it at you being 10.
I'm
Well, yeah.
12.
Shit,
I
you
tell
ask this
everybody I'm
woman, I
12.
tell you my age so quick, make your head spin.
Oh well, you got
Yeah.
to already because you said what back in you said January or February. We ain't have no 40 something. You said something about 40 something.
No, July 27th. They ain't put up my cash out. The man, see, Tony be doing me all type of wrong. No, I'm just playing. Y'all, I'm
Look,
just
he
playing.
he
So
he
we,
put up my cash app and it was our birthday.
oh Lord,
I
Tony,
know, right? Just do y'all type of wrong.
you done started some madness, man.
But
So
it's
Juicy, you
okay.
know what I'm starting to realize? We don't have the equipment. We on the wrong team. Tony say he don't mess with our
Ooh,
team, so he ain't
look,
vouching for.
he put himself
That's
backstage. He said
that's
no
what that
comment.
is, Juicy. It's two girls.
But Kia said she think they lying about Trump ever since COVID then came back out. Now, what y'all got to think about that? That COVID came back out.
They trying to throw y'all.
COVID never left.
COVID
They
never left.
It's just
I don't
right
even
now a
think
lot of
COVID
cases are popping up again.
COVID ain't never went nowhere.
It's been here.
I mean, you know how
still think
you know how people think, you don't hear people talking about HIV and AIDS like they used to. So because nobody's talking about it, you don't hear nobody dying at an alarming rate. People tend to think that something done went away. It ain't that it went away. People's immune systems changed to adapt to whatever the illness or the virus is. So it mutates just the same. It just ain't killing people at an alarming rate that it was before. But COVID ain't got nothing to do with Trump. This whole layout of arresting Trump in these different states is about trying to get someone to get him convicted of a felony before 2024.
So they guarantee that Santos is in that seat.
Correct. Because if you are convicted of a felony, you can't become the president of the United States. And that's what it's about, because they already know Trump is really, and he tell you all the time, he's not a politician. If he's not a politician, that we definitely know he's a businessman. And see, with businessmen and businesswomen, they're very aggressive. They're definitely strong-willed, strong-minded, and they're gonna do what they want to do.
So
And Trump is somebody they've already seen that they can't control and then control in 4 years. So this ain't got nothing to do about Trump did anything illegal. This has something to do with we can't allow him to not have a felony conviction on him before 2024.
So this
That's what
just
it's
really
about.
trying to keep him from being president.
That's it. Because truthfully, what y'all got on it? What you got?
Man,
And
they
you
need
just
to go on
and,
let that man do it. So he give y'all
and
the
listen,
stimulus check.
you can be arraigned. That's all that was arraignment. That's all that was arraignment. They accused you of a crime, brought you before a magistrate.
Legacy, they don't want y'all to see the real truth. It's a big problem out there. I love Trump.
Ain't nothing. Listen, Kia, I ain't got no problems with you loving Trump. I mean, he's the better choice than a DeSantis or another 4 years with Biden.
I agree.
I'm definitely with and this is why y'all never hear me say I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I want the best choice for the nation more so than I would want, because my mama them taught me that if you black, you vote Democrat. We have to get out of that mindset of thinking that because we're black, we vote Democrat. Because if you actually bust black folks across the head with the true fact that Democrats are the one that wanted to keep you enslaved and the Republicans are the one that actually fought and actually got the Emancipation Proclamation signed for independence for black people, then they'll start looking differently. And I haven't seen nothing since Bill Clinton that's done been a Democratic president that has done anything for black people. Not a goddamn one.
You thought
So
Bill
that's
Clinton
all
did something for the tribes?
Why I say that, Cake, is I'm gonna say this. I know now, being an older gentleman, that
Legacy preaching.
what him and Hillary and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all them did in Bill Clinton 8 years of term, that incarcerated more black men, and definitely more black men than any other race on the planet, up under that mandatory minimum and 3 strikes and you outlaw. Kamala Harris, Bill Clinton, Hillary, Joe Biden, and their other constituents did that. But when I look at the overall performance that he did outside of that, he's probably the first president. Hey, Ms. Ron, he's one of the first presidents to budget the deficit. He's one of the first presidents, and Bill Clinton was the first president to budget out the deficit of the United States of America to where it was zero.
Trump gives Trump checks and make people off their butt. So I agree with you. And that's what I was saying. They need to put Trump back in the office because he did give stimulus checks. But he also opened up a window of opportunity to people to see that they had an option to do. I saw this commercial or email was sent to me, and it had a message, and it said one of the things that your job does for you is a big distraction. The check is a distraction from your dream. That check that you get every day from an employer, working day and night, working for them, slaving for them, is a distraction from you being that entrepreneur and making your dreams come true, making your own check. And Trump did present that. Kamal says, shame on you, Legacy. There is no party that has the black agenda on their list.
Kamal,
I agree with Kamal.
I'm not saying that there has been a party that has ever had. What I am saying is, from a young man of coming up learning about presidential candidacy and things like that in middle school with Bill Clinton overtaking George Bush and things, to watch his 8-year term, to watch how he did his, and then comparing it to Bush again, then Barack Obama, and on. He did a better job than any of them. But let's get something straight, Kate. I have to give truth where truth is done. But
Kid said he stopped people from coming over here.
Listen, all of that is true, but we have to first understand that the first stimulus check did not come from Donald Trump. The second stimulus check did not come from Donald Trump. All of these was executive orders signed by Barack Obama leaving out of office. Trump signed the one that had the $1,400. And that's what he did at the end. I mean, when he first got in office, the $1,400 stimulus check. But what he did do is when COVID hit, he gave people who lost their jobs and were furloughed out off their from working where they was working at. He gave a $600 increase weekly to those people that lost their job. So that, like in the state of Florida,
when
so
you
like
help
in the
people,
state of,
they try to make you look bad.
That's true, because it did. Now, what he did was once he signed that, every governor in each state had to sign on to it. DeSantis was our governor. So for the first year or so, DeSantis allowed us to receive that federal funding, which went to the unemployment, because the state of Florida, weekly payments for unemployment in the state of Florida is $255 a week. So when Trump gave the additional $600 a week, it allowed people to have an increase to where now they were bringing in $855 a week instead of $255 a week. So what happened was people who had their job and was essential workers got to complaining and talking about how is it that people who lost their jobs are bringing in more money than individual a week than people who are actually going to work. So the Trump had to drop it down from $600 because they were complaining so much to $300 a week. And then DeSantis, then after about 8 months of that, DeSantis signed a thing saying that he don't want anyone in Florida getting the federal funding from the unemployment. And because he said there was too many employers talking about they're looking for employees to work in the field in their jobs, but then these people still want to screen and all of this here on who they hiring. But when people didn't want to work, you talk about you're willing to hire anybody until anybody comes show up at your job. So I do give Trump props for financially holding individuals down who lost their jobs and help feed their family. I mean, he outside of him being a crazy radical on Twitter, and what was the other thing he used to always like to go on and rant about? But outside of that, I mean, he did a pretty amazing job compared to what Joe Biden has done in these 3.5 years. So I don't have a problem with Trump.
I don't have a problem with Trump, but I wish I'd have got some stimulus. And at the time, I was off the grid, so that's why I ain't complaining. But now I'm back up in the vibes of things, and he need to come back so I can give him some money. Obama did nothing for people. No disrespect to you and what you say, but do not confuse about gay. Some kids do not know nothing, but you teach them drugs and gay. I want you to kind of say that again, because I didn't put it all together. I think what you're saying is, no offense to Obama, all he did was teach people about being gay. And kids today are confused because all they know is gay and drugs. But I want to make sure that's what you're saying. I don't want to speak for you. You're mute, Tony. We can't hear you.
Legacy, I want to piggyback on what you said earlier. And help me to understand, make sure what I'm understanding you to be saying is correct. You were saying this whole thing with Trump, with the mugshot and everything, was just to basically find him guilty or felon so that he cannot run for election. So being that he has now a mugshot, does that and those were felony charges, so does that mean he can now not run for president?
He's not convicted. Being charged does not convict you. You have to be convicted of a crime before the felony actually sticks to you. Being charged does not make you guilty. That's why the statement of you're innocent till proven guilty.
What were his
But
charges?
I don't know all his
Okay.
charges, but it's a lot, and it's a bunch of tampering with stuff like that. Just you have to understand what a mugshot does. When when a person takes a mugshot, they didn't go and mugshot him like they mugshot. None of them people were mugshotted. That's why he's not in a jumpsuit. Because if you go to jail, you're gonna be in a jumpsuit. You're not taking a mugshot of yourself in no regular clothes.
Let me read the caption on this picture. The caption says, the booking photo provided by Fulton County Sheriff. Hold on, Legacy, mute real quick. It says the booking photo provided by Fulton County Sheriff's Office shows former President Donald Trump on Thursday, August 24th, 2023, after he surrendered and was booked at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, Georgia. Trump is accused by district attorneys Fannie Willis of sharing to suburb in the something Georgia. I can't read the rest of it because it's faded out. So he's been accused. It says it doesn't say he's been charged. Come back in, Legacy.
So how he got a mugshot if he being
Accused and charged is the same thing.
Oh,
you can't get a mugshot without being charged or accused of a crime. The reason they use accused is because he hasn't been found convicted of a crime.
I'm still confused. I thought on the news they said he was convicted.
He's Tony. Have you seen a trial on TV with Donald Trump to be found guilty of anything?
Well, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV, but
you ain't heard nothing about this man on trial. So he hasn't been found guilty of anything.
Oh, Jeanette said he hasn't been to court yet. He has court dates pending.
All of this is just smoke and mirrors, y'all. Smoke and mirrors. They're doing something else behind our back. This is smoke and mirrors.
When you know the law, you go to spend his 4 years. Nothing is gonna happen.
He's the only man to be brought up on impeachment charges twice in his term, and nothing happened, nor was he found guilty of anything during his impeachments. So these right here are just ploys to get people your mugshot. When people utilize your mugshot, this is why I told this it's smoke and mirrors. If me and you go to jail, when they get ready to book you, you're not gonna have on them clothes that you got on. You're gonna have on a uniform. Let's say Palm Beach County Sheriff or Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, and you're gonna be uniform with a blue jumpsuit on and look like a criminal. Do he look like a criminal?
Kamal says he's not convicted, but after DeSantis' poor performance on the first debate, they gotta make sure Trump is free so he can be the next president.
Mr. Akbar, you are totally correct, because Joe Biden will not be reelected.
Now, they recently someone was telling me that they recently had a Republican presidential debate, and somebody black was also a part of the debate, and they actually received higher. DeSantis received the highest score. The black person received the second highest score. Trump was like number 7 or something like that, but I guess based on the responses and this and that, DeSantis was first, the black guy was second, and then some other people. Then later on down the line was Trump. Well, I guess that's where they pick out the finalists or the final person, break it on down from 10 to 12 to 2, just to one person. So now he's our Republican representative. Um, Trump is not, he's sitting high on the totem pole.
Again, I tell y'all, stop the madness. Did Kamal just tell you that this man produced a horrible turnout and debate when he was in that meeting? People put up numbers how they want. People put up numbers how they want to put up numbers. He didn't even answer the questions. Huh?
I heard it the debate.
I did see that he didn't even answer questions. Who?
DeSantis.
So how could he be the number one candidate? These are people who want to put somebody where they want to put them at. Nobody's listening.
You know why he could be the number one candidate? Because of his performance in Florida about wiping out all this black
taking
out the stuff, the books, the history. So he all against them. So that's how he gonna be. He can be the number one because he doing what they want him to do. He's showing he's willing to be henpecked. He's willing to be a puppet. He showed that. That's why he could be the first one. He willing to carry out their agenda. Kamal said he wasn't black, but a man of color. He is from India, white. America will never vote in an Indian, no matter how great he did. Wait.
Who Kamal?
Wait, who are you talking about?
The person I told you that was number two. I thought he was black.
Okay.
But he wasn't black.
He was Indian. But this is my thing, like I said,
we were dripping all over his body.
But they
I thought he was Indian. We got bigger problems than Trump.
What, Ms. Eccles, what are some of the bigger problems?
She's talking about COVID.
Been there, done that. We know how to handle that.
Okay.
And if you don't know how to handle that, you can hit up Juicy K at enliventoyou.com and I'll help you out.
So now we no longer have bigger problems, Ms. Eccles.
Okay. Speaking of DeSantis. Hold on. Let me read that, Juicy.
Governor signs bill to help unmarried fathers fulfill their parental responsibility. Governor Ron DeSantis has approved a bipartisan measure that makes it easier for unmarried fathers to assume their parental responsibilities. Signed the HB 775 on June 9th. So, what the bill mean?
This bill here might take Legacy's income bracket to the next level.
Talk about this bill now. This bill helps unmarried fathers fulfill so it tells them, it makes them less liable. Talk to me, Legacy.
Okay, what this bill is 775 is a bill that DeSantis has passed bipartisans. That allow, cause you know when a man and a woman have a child, if they're not married, the only custodial parent at the time is the mother. Now, if you are married, that gives custodial parentship to be between the mother and the father who are married. But what this bill does is it gives the father, once he's put this motion in and his name is on the birth certificate and things of that nature, it's no longer that the mother is considered the custodial parent anymore. They're both on the equal playing field of both being custodial parents, and that allows the father to be able to get half of the time that's being spent between the mother and father's house. It's 50-50. All of that is going to be 50-50. And with this being 50-50, that means that for a mother who has been getting child support from a father, and now this bill comes into effect, now the father can go and um, go back to court on this matter and say that I am a custodial parent as well. And the time, what I would like to do is have child support to be stopped, because I'll be having, when I have my child on my time, I'll be financially taking care of my child here. And when she has my child with her, financial responsibility to be on the mother. I have already wrote up this motion and getting ready to utilize it in about 2 weeks in court, because this bill is a fair bill. I argue this with Tony and Kamal all the time. There's no reason or way that a court should have ever made a decision that a mother is always the custodial parent.
Right.
If the father is unfit, then yes, the mother needs to be the custodial parent. But if you, as a court or the Department of Revenue, can say that the father, by his name being on the birth certificate, can pay child support to a mother, then you need to understand that person that is paying child support needs to be considered a custodial parent and not an ATM machine. He needs to have the same say so as the mother. He needs to be able to make the same. He needs to be able to make those same decisions.
We
No, you
always
don't
have the
always
child.
have. We always have the hold on. We're not talking about deadbeats. Let's get this correct. The reason you guys have the child most of the time is because we're gonna look at it on a fair level. If men are supposed to go out and provide, we talking about the ones that do. Of course, the mother has the child most of the time. But if you take a man and you say, okay, you gonna get the child half of the year, she gonna get the child half of the year. How does he not have the child half of the time? Because most women that we know of really hinder a father from being a more in-depth father in the child's responsibility and life than it should be. So I'm not saying that for every father this should be, because guess what? Every father ain't gonna go up here and fill out this form and try to get this right. So you'll find out who the deadbeats is, and you'll find out who the ones that really love their children. Because you can believe I'm gonna help file every motion it is for any father that want to go and get joint custody, 50-50 custody, and their custodial parentship rights, so that they can stop paying this child support and being drugged by these women. Antonio Legacy the Great is on the job.
Man, you
Thanks,
the
Wanda.
Santos and all y'all men. Go there.
Go there.
Let me tell you. Don't try me. No.
Listen.
I'm looking at the camera.
Watch this.
I might be watching.
Watch this.
My baby daddy. Don't try.
I didn't know you asked me about this, Miss Eccles. Once this takes over the state of Florida and it starts to work, every other state is going to adopt it.
Well,
every other state going to adopt it.
Did they send out a notice to the people who are child support payees?
They don't have to do that.
Cool. I'm just long as they don't know. You just find out on your own.
Okay. Legacy. So now I have a question. So
mute your phone, Legacy.
So with this new law and this new act in place, so at this point, let's say for example, the men in Florida that are on child support, that are not deadbeats, that is totally unaware of this new act, if they get with a person like you, paid to file the motion, then it would change. But if they don't get with somebody like you, and because in knowledge is half the thing, half the battle. So if they don't know and don't do anything, then they'll just continue paying child support as if they're just totally oblivious to the fact.
Who it matters the most should know it more than anybody other than the man is the judges. But if you don't walk in the courtroom and say, hey, this is a new law, because they don't come to us and tell us that there's new laws that they put on the book all the time. They just make them, and then when you break them, that law been up here since 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
hyperactivity
said that's bullshit.
Well, explain why it's bullshit. Whoever said that.
It's bullshit because
it's bullshit because you know what?
These kids need someone to care for them.
And
I hear you, Legacy. I hear you. I don't take nothing from the fathers that do what they're supposed to do. But there are too many fathers out here who do the bare minimum. And if they get their kids, all they doing is taking their kids to hang out with them while they hanging out with their homeboys. They not even feeding them good. They not clothing them. They not even building up their self-esteem other than getting them Jordans. They not giving them haircuts. They not they're not reading to their children. They're not paying nothing into their children's life other than this facade.
Well, that's what Legacy's talking about though. But that's what she's talking about. Legacy's talking about those that are daddies that are taking them to get
the umbrella cover all of them. So this open the window for
those
who do and those who don't.
Please, let me say this. Let's just cut the cake. The vast majority, and you're speaking from a black woman's perspective, the vast majority of black women that have their kids ain't putting their goddamn child to goddamn sleep and read no damn book to them. The vast majority of women teaching their little girls how to twerk and shake their little asses at 3 and 4. So let's not base this cake off of what's been going on. Let's find, as you always say, let's find the positive. Since they have an avenue and a way to do this now, let's say, okay, you guys got an avenue. Do what a man's supposed to do. Step up. Do what you're supposed to do as a father. Let's not use black women, because black women don't take care of their children at an alarming rate, because one, the statistics show that black women who raise their kids without a positive male role model in their lives, 80% of juvenile. 80% of juvenile.
Tony, put me on. Tony, put me on.
Kid don't know no better. She just talking. But 80% of individuals. Hold on, KK. 80% of individuals that are incarcerated in prison come from fatherless homes where women raise these kids on their own, and these kids, Juicy, that's not what the statute shows. The statistics show single dads put. No, it don't. And I'll give it to you. I'll show it to you. That's not true, Kamal. That's not true. See,
I don't know about all the statistics
of black homes that are just mothers.
See, I don't know about all the statistics.
But that's what I'm telling you about, Kate.
Y'all men
that's what I'm telling you about.
For the
you can go look it up.
Well,
the statistics show that 80
y'all men don't have time for the children. That's what Key is saying.
But
I just know I can look it up, but I know this 20% woman.
No.
My children ain't.
You talking about you?
Yes, I'm talking about me. And I get child support.
You said you the 20%.
My children ain't in jail.
Right.
And yes, I'm talking about
and
me.
I don't need.
And I get child support. I'm a child support. We need not one of them men to come into my life talking about let me do.
Okay.
Stay over there. Okay.
I don't
need their help. I don't want their help.
But see,
I want their money.
And if they ain't giving
Come on, I want you to put up his last text.
That's fine too.
I thought he did. I thought Juicy did read it. Come on, but pull it back up, Tony.
Juicy, that's not what the statistics show.
Juicy, that's not what the statistics show. The statistics show single dads put similar results to a two-parent household.
Well, I don't know about that. I know mine came back,
Well,
and
I don't know about that. I know mine came
he's
back,
very
and
successful.
he's very successful.
But Kate, we're not saying that mothers don't raise kids to be great. But what we're saying is that 20% that's great, 80% is not.
So the bill
That's what
could
we're
have
saying.
So
been a
the
little
bill
more
could have
specific,
been a little
and it
more
could have said, if
specific,
you're a
and it
father
could
at this
have said, if
stature,
you're a
then
father
you
at
get
this
this pardon.
stature,
But if you ain't
then
here,
you
you
get
don't.
this
You gotta
pardon.
pay. It
But if
could have
you
been
ain't
more
here,
detailed.
you don't. You gotta pay.
Right.
It could have been more detailed.
But that's why I said it. Say, Kate, you have to show. It ain't just that you get it, because you're gonna go before a judge and you're gonna have to still show that you are ready to take on this right here. It ain't no you just go and file a paper and they just do it. No, you have to be. That's why it's a motion. So a judge can say, okay, how long you been working at your job? Oh, 8 years. Okay, how long you been consistently paying child support? 6 years. Okay, do you get your kids on the weekend? Do you da da da? Yes, I do. Okay, so now this person has shown that he definitely is in his kids' lives, and for him to be filing this motion, he is serious about being a custodial parent because he wants to have a say so. Because women make not most of
You know
y'all,
what that criteria
including your
should say?
20.
You know what that criteria should say?
It should say, how many
It should
times did
say,
you
how
sit up
many
at night
times
when
did you
that baby
sit
was
up
sick?
at night when that baby was sick?
How many times did you
How
go to the
many
doctor
times did you
visits?
go to the
Do you
doctor
know about their
visits?
medical
Do you
history?
know
It
about
ain't
their
about, did
medical
But
he
how many
spend the
times have
weekend?
that person been called upon to say, "Can you meet me here?" And that's why they can't do it like that, because they also know that there's a bunch of bitter women out here that do not include the father in decision making.
I don't know about that one.
So let's
Hold
just see how this goes.
Hold on.
I want to piggyback on Miss Kia, because Kia keep asking to come in here as if it's a debate. It's not a debate, Kia. If you come on here and have constructive criticism and conversation, great. But we're not talking about, you keep saying that women have the kids all the time. Yes, in those situations where you have a deadbeat dad that don't want them to, you have those kind of men that just skeet and go, and then they just left you with children. Then yes, those men are not in your children's lives. Not saying you, Kia, but just women in general, because those are obviously the type of men you're talking about. We have the kids all the time. Men don't have the kids all the time. Those are men that just skeet and go. But for those men like a legacy, like my brother Darren, Chuck, those men like that wants to be in the kid's life, that are in the kid's life, that picks up the boys, go get their haircuts, buy their shoes, buy their school clothes, spend quality time with them. Um, Even the men that's doing father-daughter dances and stuff like that. But those quality men that are doing what they're supposed to do, as upstanding citizens, paying child support, giving extra money, putting money on allowance, paying cell phone bills for the children. For those fathers, now that's a proven record that I just gave you an example of. That's a proven record that those fathers are in the kids' life.
Those fathers are
Look,
in the kids' life.
look at that. Look at that. Those are uniforms.
This my daughter. All this right
Those
here,
are uniforms.
all this brand new stuff, so that when she with her daddy, she ain't got to worry about nothing. And then this just my house. This ain't including what I drop off at a mama house, what I get a her. That don't. This is what fathers do. All this brand new.
Yeah.
I got
So
brand new shoes and all that up under here, because this is what real dads do.
Right. So for these kind of fathers here that do have the kids 50% of the time, that do have the kids 50% of the time, yes, that's what this law is for. It's not for them skeet and go fathers.
Well, I'm not saying that I have a skeet and go father. However, he still don't need no joint partnership like that.
Well, he wouldn't qualify based on what Legacy said. Hold on, let me see Legacy.
He could qualify. I ain't gonna front on him. But I don't want him to know about it. So we gonna change the subject.
I'm saying he may not qualify based on the parameter that Legacy was put in place and saying that would go. He may not qualify.
Okay, well, we gonna change the subject in case he just so happened the ATL show pop up on his YouTube feed and he be like, oh, and find out something. Boy, look at here. I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
But ain't nobody about to join no custody with me and my babies. Nah, not right now. You good. Stay your ass over there. As a matter of fact, I will pay you back your child support to stay the hell out of our life like that, dear.
Period.
Thank you. Because we don't need that right now. We on a good track, and I love the track and the cycle that I'm on with my children. They are doing what they need to do. So I don't need no interruptions. I don't need no distractions. I need us to stay focused.
I hear
Pedal
you.
on the metal. Foot on the pedal, I mean. Where Legacy go?
I don't know. I don't know if he clicked off or lost signal or what.
Right. Did he get mad at me? Legacy, I
Mhm.
love you, and I don't want you to ever have to pay child support because you do what you're supposed to do. And that's what a father is supposed to do, provide and have at their home. That child should feel that when they come over there, they ain't got to bring nothing because they got everything they want at daddy's, you know? And I remember I
And
was
then
in a
some.
relationship with a guy, and he had a daughter, and he was so surprised. We tried to move in together one time, and before he could come in, like my bathroom for the kids, it had three toothbrushes because his daughter, I have toothbrush for her, I had a washcloth there for her, I had her own stuff for her. And he was so wild, and when he thought I was weird for providing for when she came over a place to feel like she had a home, I knew right then and there he wasn't the man for me, and we didn't stay together. You got to go. Because if you don't think your child got a space, then you ain't got a place either. So I agree with Legacy, but at the same time, it's too many men who have fall underneath that umbrella of getting through. Why am I the oh? I'm about to say, hold up, y'all. Don't do me like that because I talk about now. Y'all don't want to give me the show. It's not every dad who this law is for. Moms have done a phenomenal job when a lot of dads could care less. Thank you, Black woman. But there are some dads that deserve a better opportunity than they are given. Now, I agree with you on that.
I agree, Kamal. I agree with
I
you
agree on that. I'm not.
120%.
That's what I say. It should be a stipulation and a criteria to be met in order for that father to be able to come in. Because I know that like Nikhil is 11. And if he even get a phone call saying, "Hey, how you doing?" It just turned his whole psyche and his whole disposition into a whole nother realm. And I feel like I gotta go and reboot all over again because he has this other thoughts about what his expectations are of a father. And I
Right.
don't need children to be let down by the courts allowing these men to have this leeway and they ain't ready for it.
Before we
That's the
move,
thing. I think about the mental health of the child too.
hold on. Just to read Kamal's, because Legacy missed it. Read Kamal's comment again.
It's not every dad who this law is for. Moms have done a phenomenal job when a lot of dads could care less. Thank you, Black women, but there are some dads that deserve a better opportunity than they are given.
And we appreciate that, Kamal. I don't have no argument with that. Women, Black women, and women in general have done a phenomenal job with what they had to deal with and what they had to do with to do what they had to do with what they had. But like I say, for me, when I hear women say, "Oh my God," no disrespect to Cake, I feel of what you're saying, but at the end of the day, you didn't create a baby by yourself. And,
I know.
hold on, and half of that child, if not more, is that man.
Mm-hmm.
His the DNA say is him.
By
So
injection.
that you allowed freely several
Mm-hmm.
times,
I was
several
married.
times,
I was
huh?
married. I said I
Oh,
do. I was married.
okay. So that was a understanding and an agreement that you
Wanted.
consciously made.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear, yes, his actions have shown and proven him to be, I guess you would say, ain't shit, but that's from his actions. And that gives you the right to feel how you feel. But at the end of the day, this is what I feel. If mothers really, really, really want to find out if the dad ain't gonna be shit, y'all ain't together, just start dropping the child off to the house without him even, hey, this your weekend. and leave. And do that a few times before you make a decision on, oh, this motherfucker don't want his kids. Because it's a bunch of us, Kate. It's a bunch of us. Let me show you something. Because Ms. Eccles seem to not think that they're good dads right here. See this box, Ms. Eccles? These right here. See, I'm speaking for me, and these brand new. This at my house. My daughter don't live at my house, but my daughter lives at my house. That's why I buy for her. That's why I do what I do for her, because she's mine. So when I hear women, not just black women, when I hear women talking in general bad about how men are, a lot of us have to take in consideration that there are some bitter bitches out here that because they don't have that man in their lives no more, they gonna pawn and utilize the kids to hurt him even more. But how many times you think that man gonna keep being punched in the stomach, being punched in the heart, and stabbed in the throat with your antics before he have to do something? And nobody should have to fight. Nobody fights to say that the mama is the custodial parent. So why we fight? Why do men have to fight to say that they the custodial dad? The same day that the court say, hey, the DNA test came back and says yours and your ass go on child support, the court should automatically render the man half custodialship to his child, because you're saying half financial belong to him. Now, when y'all women start going to the courthouse and going up into the Department of Revenue and saying, hey, he ain't got to pay me no child support, I want to do this shit all on my own, then we'll revisit this conversation. But as long as they handing y'all out, not you, Kate, but anybody that has any gripe about a man not doing that, he is doing something. Because guess what? Your ass wouldn't get them goddamn food stamps and stipends, them extracurricular goddamn non-cliental, where you decided to go and file this child for income tax, knowing goddamn well you ain't worked none last year, but you going up here and utilize this child on income tax to get more money. Sit your ass down.
Well, see, that ain't me. But Kia said, Legacy, I understand what you say. I'm proud of you for being a good father, but I ask you a question and you give me a dumb answer.
I don't know what your question was. What was her question, Tony, that she asked me? Let me explain something to you.
Juicy, we are lady. We know how I feel. Y'all men do not have time for them.
Well, listen, please stop using y'all.
How do I get on? Well, you know what? Because I said that too, and I kind of hear what she's saying. Like this provision of how much do they work. So you say they got a job, they working, and now they can afford to do. Now, if that child was in their life, would they be able to make that same amount of money? Because now they have to be responsible for another being. But while they ain't got that daily responsibility in their life, they can stack paper all day long. But when that's what I meant by, are you sitting up late at night? Are you doing what you gotta do?
Let me say this. When you have a child, no man nor no woman have conceived life. No woman or man has conceived life without each other. So with women, like I told you on the last show, women give consent and access to sex. Most men give provision to money. So what needs to happen is y'all women need to stop laying down with niggas who already got kids. You see they ain't taking care of their kids. Why is your legs opening for them to skeet inside of you? So we're gonna have to we're gonna have to hold people accountable. No man create no life without a woman, because he has to skeet in something, or it has to be injected in something. So when you decide that you want to lay down and let a nigga beat your back out without a condom on, instead of you letting him skeet in you, drink it. Therefore, you won't have no problems with worrying about if this motherfucker can take care of a child or not. Start drinking your babies.
On that note, check this out.
Women, the state of men. You know how you say it ain't no good men? Okay, that's fine. It's your fault though. Yeah, I said it because you keep giving them passes when they ain't worth nothing. So if you marry
marry them and they ain't worth nothing, why would they become anything better? I don't care. They didn't have a job, you slept with them. That's your fault. They weren't taking care of their other children, and you thought they were gonna take care of your baby? That's your... They're not gonna become better if you give them your... I ain't just sure. Why become better when I'm already getting what I want? Hear me, in Hollywood right now, the writers have went on strike because they ain't getting paid. You know what we need? We need women to go on. No, if you ain't got a job, if you ain't consistent, if you ain't got character, you ain't getting none. Y'all don't like that. God set this up the right way. Now, right now, it's about rings. If you want to marry, you should get a ring. Then you say, well, he ain't got to get a ring. No, see, you're cheating yourself. Because if he can't manage his money for a few months to buy you a little bitty ring, you think he gonna manage money for your legacy and your destiny and your posterity? No! Y'all let us get away with too much.
Do not eat a snack because you're gonna ruin your appetite. If y'all been dating for 5+ years, 3+ years, 2+ years, it don't take a grown man that long to make a decision. Baby girl, hear it from a brother. You a snack, you not the full meal. We don't have the patience to wait for real respect. So we disrespect ourselves just to get some semblance of respect. Not realizing for every hunger that you have, the enemy will bring a counterfeit and to get you to try to snack because you don't have the patience to wait for what God actually has for you. Self-control is when I have a legitimate need and I choose not to fill it with an illegitimate option.
So someone heard that comment that you said and they said, that's like the texture of mushrooms. I never said you're not a good father. I told you about my baby daddy paying 30.
I didn't say you did. I never said you said anything.
What did you say about that?
The texture of mushrooms?
Yeah, swallowing it is the same as the texture of mushrooms.
I mean,
some they don't like.
Well, in order for you to know that that is like the texture of mushrooms, that means that you've already been drinking before. You've ate mushrooms and drunk milk.
So you have something to compare it to.
And so you have something to
compare the texture of mushrooms. That means you got something to compare it to that you already tried it before. So if you already tried it, then it ain't for you. It ain't for you.
Then stop complaining about the men that you let skeet off in your box and knowing they ain't shit already.
Well, there's this condom that's non-latex and it's very safe for women's skin. It's really thin. It's called Skin.
S-K-I-N. S-K-Y-N.
Yep. S-K-Y-N. Wrap it up.
Or drink it up.
Wrap it up. And it tied in a knot. And it flush.
Yeah.
Make sure you tie the knot.
Make sure them churn is in the bed.
Cause Guess what, Tony and Kate, guess what? Every time a man has an orgasm.
Legacy, you shout out.
Every time a man has an orgasm, if he's a healthy individual, he shoots out about 7 million sperm cells when he ejaculates.
That is too much for anybody to be taking in. We supposed to be taking nibbles. Ricky said, "Hi, Legacy. We need dribbles. We don't need squirts."
and how many babies is that, Legacy?
Well, only the best of the best gonna make it to the egg. So, for me, that's about 21 million.
But at the same time, that varies, Tony, because you got quadruplets out here, you got triplets, you got twins. It's God's choice at that point. Yep. Whichever one get in there and make it rip. They just gotta go get it.
So
And Lord have mercy.
according to my brother Legacy, he ain't shooting no blank. So everyone counts.
Everyone
Listen,
count. Legacy, how
listen.
many
That's
kids you got? But your daddy is y'all some.
His
Nah,
daddy,
go on, put another video up, Tony.
what did daddy have? Insurance.
Whew,
my great
35.
my granddaddy has 36, and my daddy has 40. My biological nothing has 47.
Yeah, you been not sleeping nobody in your town.
He don't-
Somebody related to you. You done slept with cousin Myrtle.
But for real though, my mom's lived in Brooks County, Georgia, which is called Quitman, Georgia. And my mom definitely made sure that she told me and my brothers, y'all cannot date nobody out of Brooks County, Georgia. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. My granddaddy skidded over that whole town.
That's a shame. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
He only had 2 baby mamas though. He had my grandmama, and then he had the other lady that was about a mile down the road.
So between them two, he created all them children.
Yeah. They ain't believe in TV, they believe in dick.
So they have Netflix and chill.
You know how the the US dollar say, "In God I trust."
Mm-hmm.
They said, "In D I trust."
And dick I trust. Yes.
Yeah.
One more
They
video.
crazy.
I'm gonna show this other inspiration video, and then that's all I have for this evening. Hold on.
There are 3 types of doors that you have to encounter. The first door is a manual door. It is a door that that requires effort from you. You put your hand on the knob, you either pull or you push. That's the door that requires effort. And many of us are frustrated, irritated, and aggravated because it feels like every door we've been trying to open for ourselves has been taking all of the effort from us. But God says there's a second door that is a revolving door. Now, this door is crazy because it requires no effort, but it does require timing. Because the revolving door does the work for you. But if you miss timing, you end up going in circles. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but the last 6 months of your life, you've been going through some unnecessary circles. And God is saying, I've already made a way. You got to make sure you get in my. The third door is an automatic door. Jesus. The third door does not require effort, and it does not require timing. All you got to do is show up. Can I preach and declare the reason anxiety, depression, and frustration has been on you so heavy? Because the devil knows in this season, all you got to do is show up.
Before we get ready to get out of town, I also want to bring to you and Juicy's attention another thing that Ron DeSantis has also done. He's also created a new law that women in the state of Florida will not be able to get lifetime alimony anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So for women who you done been now, I think it's for if you've been married for 20 years, I think you can get like 7 years of alimony, 7, 8 years. But if you ain't been married that long, 4, 5 years, you're not getting lifelong alimony. And a lot of people are mad about it but let's look at it from a financial standpoint, from the man's point of view. Here it is, the marriage is dissolved, gone by this way. I'm financially still giving you money up until you get remarried again. If somebody is paying, and let's talk about it, because if you got big money, you talking about anywhere between $25,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month just in alimony. Depends on what your income is.
Mm-hmm.
You think a woman is finna go get remarried, receiving a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month alimony check, when all she got to do is receive money and have a boy toy on the side, and she's not getting remarried.
Exactly.
So that is another good thing in favor of me. And this nobody deserves to pay alimony for the rest of their life to a woman that's getting drilled by somebody else. She over there got a whole glass of VM&E milk in a glass and taking it in our ass and all this type of stuff. You think, yeah, y'all, they do it. But you weren't doing that with the dude that paid you the $5,000 check, but now because you're getting a check every month of $5,000, and no need for you to attach yourself to another man. Cause get what you're gonna do? You're gonna attach it, but he gonna be plugging all your holes, and the other man gonna be financially taking care of you. See, they don't want Legacy to tell the truth about these backwood on top of the building, on top of the hood. Let everybody, yeah. See, they don't want me to talk about them because they're the ones that get the check, and then still let everybody else beat their brains out.
You know, I'm not for alimony. I'm for people paying their own way. I didn't go for it. However, if this woman, I know the work that I put in, and I know that it's deserving. And I tell my kids all the time, that's one reason why I go with them about get your shit from your father, because I didn't collect it, but that's your daddy, get it. You know what I'm saying? But some women do deserve alimony. And they do deserve this money.
But Kate, we're not saying that nobody don't deserve it, but you don't deserve it for the rest of your life.
Well, you deserve it until, and so I don't know if it's children involved, right?
No,
okay, not for the rest of your life.
Or children is child support, not alimony.
Well, no, hear me, because children is child support, but as a parent, being in how we are as a parent into our child's life, that's a job. So, like I tell my kids all the time, your child support might be my pay. That's your money. Your daddy don't pay me to do the shit that I do. I do it from my heart. But we have to do going over and beyond.
But Kate, baby, I respect all of that. But that's just like Tony used to ask me, Legacy, why are you driving consistently from West Palm Beach to Cape Coral to go to your daughter's doctor's appointment?
We're a rare breed.
But this is what I'm saying. See, the thing is, I don't look at being a part of my kids' life and doing anything as if it's a job for me. When I decided to lay down and bust in her mama or my other son's mama, those things became my life automatically. You understand what I'm saying? Because I knew, Kate, I knew me laying with a woman doing what I was doing could bring life. So
no, I'm not saying that there are women who consider that their job. I'm saying that it is like a job. And so for that woman who dedicates her life to her child, she may not be able to go out and pursue her dreams to be that livelihood.
Then she might not need to let nobody skeet off in her. Then she might not need to let nobody skeet in her.
But if she was married, that's her wifely duty.
So there are plenty women who have children and still go and pursue their lively goals. Nobody told you to lay on your ass and not put your child in a daycare.
But see, that's where their children are being not getting the parental duties of that daycare. Don't give what a parent's supposed to give.
What do she supposed to get? Hold on, because that same mama without a man in the house still has to take that child to a daycare when she goes out to work.
But if she's not going to work, like me, for example, I don't go to work.
But you're an entrepreneur. Every just like you say, everybody is not an entrepreneur. Nor do they even seek or try to be one. So therefore, if you're going to stop being a human and allow yourself to dedicate your life to another human that you love, but also you're going to say, I'm no longer gonna be making money for my household and my family. You gonna stop doing that? That's crazy. Cause I know that one day that this can end. And that's the thing that people have to understand. If you go into a marriage thinking that it could end, if you go into a marriage thinking that somebody can't fall out of love with you, if you thinking that because times get hard that women don't say, well, I ain't happy no more, I'm gonna walk away from this. No, let's be real. This shit is real now, Kate.
Let me ask you this, Juicy. Juicy, check this out. You saying that child support alimony, although we in legacy, listen. So, Juicy, if alimony and child support is different, let's say the child is 10. So that means 8 years they're going to be grown, 18. Correct?
Well, it
Wait.
clicked out. Say it again.
Okay, let's say the child is 10. So that means in 8 years they're 18. They're grown. So that
That's
means
when it should stop.
okay. Wait.
Or extend it to college, because now that they don't have anything to do for that child, they need to go pursue their happiness and their dreams.
So I'm saying
That's
that.
why I
So
say I don't think for
should
life.
should the child support continue to 18 and the alimony continue to 18?
Or if the child support should continue as long as that child has a dependent need on their parents, because some children do choose to go to college. And so I remember we had a show and we were talking about children, and I'm against telling my 17-year-old go get a job. I feel get straight A's, be president of your class, be valedictorian, be the star of the football team. I want my child to pursue all his dreams without the stress of needing to go work. I'm gonna be your provider. Then
Okay.
as a parent,
So
parents should provide.
let's say 18 or until they finish college.
Right.
So if
Right.
they pursue college. Let's say they
I ain't taking care of nobody 21 if I don't want to. I ain't financially responsible for somebody who can open her leg
hold on, Legacy. So I'm just trying to see where her psyche is. So let's say the child goes and pursue a 4-year college degree, get a bachelor's degree in 4 years. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so they're 23. So should the child support stop at 23 and the alimony stop at 23, or when should the alimony stop?
Yeah. And so the alimony could even stop when the child leaves the home and goes to college, because now that mom does not have that duty to be there and do. But when that child, like my son, I look at our daily schedule. I get up, I take him to school, I pick him up from school, I'm making sure he have lunch, I make
Juicy,
sure he
who
did his
chose that?
homework.
Who chose to do that? You chose to do that, right?
Well, it's
yes
not
or
a
no?
choice. It's not a
Yep.
choice.
No. Is there a bus that can pick your son up to go to school?
No. And when I was letting him catch the train, he got robbed on the train. So now
Okay, I understand that. But in most school systems, especially in the South, there's a school to come pick them up.
Yeah, but up here we don't have school buses where we are. So my son, they get bus. They have to catch the city bus. They have to catch the metro, and these kids getting jacked and robbed and killed going to school. So we have to look at, we sending our children to a war zone when we send them out to this world. We still got to help them on that battlefield. That's how I see it. And I'm on the battlefield. Now, my son, who's 21, and he has a career. He's paying his own rent, his own lights, his own water, his car insurance. Let him call me, say he need. He got it. He don't even have to call me. I'm sending him an Instacart. He is still my liability. He is still my responsibility. That's just how I see it.
This me. I'm talking to my daughter all the time, and I'm gonna tell her the same way. If you can go over there and make a conscious decision at 18, 19, 17, the day you start fucking, that's when you stop all financial gains from your daddy. Because the dude you decide to give yourself to is taking on my responsibilities because you want to be grown. So
now,
since
what if she remain a virgin until she's 23?
Then she has her daddy right there with her.
Okay, as long as we got clarity that she still needs you, because I agree, when they start being grown and they say that this man, I'm offering me to you, that's marriage. So at that point, look, my son, he was dating this girl, and I told him, when is the wedding date? Because you pursuing him, trying to get him laid down with you. You're not about to trap my baby into being a second father. Like, you want him, you got to go on and do it. They broke up with the quickness.
out and come back in.
And that's why I ain't open.
Juicy, go out and come back in.
You can't hear me?
It's screaming. Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
I don't hear anything.
We hear. It's just grabbing our ears because it's screaming. Juicy, for me, go out and come back in.
I don't hear you, Tony.
Go out and come back in.
That doggone Kate.
Whew. Mother, that's dead ass wrong to leave your child because they are learning life.
They can't learn it. They, look at Kate's face.
You come on, you call it learning life, we call it fucking.
That's what it is. That's what it is, Mr. Akbar.
Because she had to learn how to get her hole stretched.
That's what she learning. That's what she learning. And then if she decide that, oh, I love him so much, I'm gonna give him a blowjob. Now she gonna come over to me and give me a kiss, her dad, and ask me for 150. No, ask who you got let do that for the 150. Kate, I don't know what you did, but you'll say something, Kate. Unmute her, Tony.
She muted herself.
Oh, okay.
Say something, Juicy.
Kate, unmute yourself and say something. Wait away.
Hold on. I gotta type it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it better?
No,
yes.
It's good.
What was happening?
It was screaming. It was like a piercing. You see, I couldn't even hold it in my ear.
I saw both of y'all went, I'm like, what's going on?
If I'd have kept these headphones on, I think I would have been deaf right now.
Oh, tell me, you knew what you were doing and why when you had your first encounter. So unrealistic.
Well, see, but hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna say this, Kamal. Just because on my journey and the things that I did, I went to prison twice too. So I'm not going to allow my child to make the same mistakes that I did. So I have to put standards out there, and I have to let it be known that if you go down this road right here, this could happen. But what I am going to tell you is it's okay for you to make choices, but along with those choices that you decide, I, as a parent and a human, have a right to have some standards for myself, which is if you decide that this is the road you want to go down, then go down it. That's okay. I don't have to live it, but I damn sure don't have to financially contribute to it either. I don't have to financially contribute to nothing when I'm telling you. That's like me telling you, listen, you go out there and I'm telling you this whole parking lot full of nails, and you decide to take the car that I bought for you and go out there and I'm telling you this whole parking lot full of nails and ride your car on all these nails and bust your tire. I'm not paying for damn tire because I told you this parking lot was full of nails. Are you buying any tires, Tony?
Not one.
You buying any tires, Juicy? Because I told you.
But now, I did buy 4 tires when he drove his car. He kept up the gas. He's doing everything he needed to do, going back and forth to work and to school. And he got his grades. He was doing everything he needed to do. And it was winter time. And I said, son, I need you to go Get tires from Walmart. I need you to go get an oil change. I need you to make sure you have a tune-up and get your car ready for the winter, because that car
Mm-hmm.
need to last you until next year and so forth. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but I can't afford all that right now. Afford what you can and let me know the difference, because you need this.
Yep. But guess what he's doing? Guess what he's doing, Kate? He is complying with the instructions that his mom has given him. So
He's
when
doing
you
what he's doing what Kamal said, learning life.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
That's dead ass wrong to leave your child because they are learning life. Well, come on. It's not that they're learning life. See, so when your child makes a mistake, you teach them the great lesson of abandonment. Damn. What the fuck
Mm-mm.
happened to ride or die? What happened to
Mm-mm.
teaching life lessons? What about
Mm-mm.
I'm your motherfucking dad for life?
No, so you got it
That's to you. That's
misunderstood.
to you,
Hold on.
Legacy.
Hold on. You got it misunderstood. Understood. I didn't say I'm going nowhere. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the train wreck. I'm gonna watch the train wreck.
Nah, my
But
train ain't wrecking. I'm
I'm gonna
about to
watch the.
pull that horn and,
I'm
and,
gonna watch
and
the
pass
train
that
wreck,
grade.
and I'm gonna be there to help you up. But when I'm telling you, don't do something, and then you feel like you can come ask me for money, you got it fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Okay, so I have a question. So if you have a child and I like they're grown, they have children, they're on their own, they're doing, but they call and they ask you for money. What's your stipulation on helping your grown child with children?
Okay.
Because like for example, for me, I was married, I have children, and we divorced. Once I got married and I went with him as my husband, my father's just position in my life changed because he had given me away, and now I was no longer his responsibility. And when
Mm-hmm.
that man did not hold up to his, thank you, Juicy, to his responsibility of being my husband, and we separated, my father stepped back into my life and played that
Mm-hmm.
role of there for me.
Definitely. Definitely.
But it was a lesson in life, like Kamal said, that I had to go through and experience and learn.
And guess what? And your dad took a back seat when you took on a man, right?
He said, money ain't important, bruh. Your child is. Now he
And
didn't take a
listen, come
back
on.
seat all
Did
the
he take
way.
a back seat?
He didn't take a back seat. He still was there. So if I needed, I went to my husband first. But if
And
my
then
husband
then
wasn't
therefore,
available, I went to
hmm
my daddy.
right. But
I
see,
went to my
there's a
daddy and my
difference.
mama.
There's a difference. You were married,
Yeah. I got
and
married at
see,
20.
but it don't matter when you got married. If you got married, so your father respected the position of this was your husband, and I'm not only helping my daughter, I'm helping my son-in-law. So
I will not
what I'm,
watch my child wreck. I will be there every step of the way.
I
Good or
don't understand.
bad, my child is mine.
And that doesn't change the fact that because that's your child, but just because that's what you're willing to do, don't mean that I'm supposed to willing to do it. Because if I'm telling you not to do it, and you make a conscious decision on your grown accord, see that's see, and this is one of the biggest
Right.
problems.
There's no right or wrong because there's no handbook on how to parent.
But hold on, this is what the biggest problem is right here, Tony. Parents got to understand that children are your children while you're raising them. And they think that they're still raising children. You're raising young adults. So when they become grown, allow them to be looked upon as adults because they constantly tell you, you can't run my life. You can't do this. I'm grown. So I let grown be grown. Just because I'm sitting in the back don't mean that I don't love my child. It just means that the same way my mama kept telling me, hey, stop going down that road, Tony, you're going to take your ass to jail. Remember I told my mama one day, I don't need you. Let me show you just how fast God showed me.
Once again, Legacy, your
No,
opinion
no, see, that's the
is
thing. That's
wrong.
where you're wrong, Kamal, because your opinion is your opinion and my opinion is mine. And that's why we both got two different assholes because my shit don't come out your ass and yours don't come out mine.
Look,
So,
I'm going to tell you about one time my son, he told me he didn't need me. He was 3 years old. I said, oh, for real? I ain't cook no more. I ain't tell him to go to bed. I ain't tell him to go take a bath. He was like, at that time, he was going to daycare, and he knew that when he went to daycare, they would give him breakfast and he would get lunch, so he knew he wasn't gonna be hungry. That night he came home, him and Nubian, they got salad. They were breaking the lettuce up. I don't know how that tomato got cut, but they made them a salad. They had 3 years old. He 3, she 3.5, 4. They had a sandwich. It was ketchup and mayonnaise on the bread and a salad. That's what they ate that night. The second night, they called my mama and asked for some Happy Meals. Them Happy Meals chicken nuggets
I hear you,
came to the
Mom.
house. I ate them. You ain't about to use my mama when you don't need me. If you don't need me, you don't need we. Nubia, she started itching. She came to me late night, Ma. I need you. I need a bath.
But Kate, listen, I told my mama, I'm telling you no lie. I don't need you. I'm out here getting this good dope money. One night, I'm walking to my mama house. I had them walk to Burger King and walk through this apartment complex that's right next to Burger King. By the time I got from the side of that apartment complex to the front, police was swarming everywhere. Talking about a lady said that somebody had done bust out her window in her apartment door, and I'm the only person walking through. I'm like, well, I just came from Burger King. So they go talk to the lady. One of the officers, I knew he didn't like me. I hear them ask the lady, did you see who did it? The lady tell them, no, she didn't. He come back downstairs and tell them, put him in handcuffs and take him down. Take me down. The lady just told you she didn't see who did that. And I got the receipt from Burger King with the Burger King bag in my hand. Take me to jail. This 2 days, Juicy, Tony, after I tell Joseph, I don't need you. I mashed that, got on the phone, boop, 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 boop. Collect call from Lowndes County Correctional Facility. I hear her say, before she accept, I knew it wasn't
I
gonna go
gotta
good.
interrupt a second. In my background is playing Another One Bites the Dust. And when you did, it was right on time with the music.
So listen, so see, I hear her when she yells it. It's about 11:30 that night. Yeah. This is what she said when she get on. I thought you don't need me. I said, Mama. All I heard was click. Tony, I got like $6,000 in my room at my mama house. I stayed in jail 2 weeks.
She had to teach you a lesson.
I couldn't bank no bond because my money is in my room. Guess how much my bond was? $100, and it was like $100 and some dollars. I had the money in my house at my mom, and this lady took 2 weeks. She wouldn't accept no more collect calls. Had done told my kids, Mama, I'm talking about, we hadn't had our son yet, but she had done already told, don't you go get him. So she didn't come either. So Tony, when I'm thinking I'm in here till time to go to court. So one night I'm asleep right around about 11:30. 2 weeks later, Williams, pack it up. This lady is standing outside the jail with the bondsman. Talking about, do you need me now?
Well, red cup.
Probably so. They gonna look at Juicy. She done been in Joseph's house.
Okay.
But Tony, that was the last time I ever told my mama, I don't need you.
Okay.
Look, that was the last time he told me he didn't need me. That was when he was 3.
Okay.
And our life was perfect, smooth sailing. Yesterday, he was laughing and he said, the one time I knew I fucked up, he said, I got a text message saying, I'll see you tomorrow. He wasn't home by the time I felt he should have been. Don't come here tonight. I saw on his Life 360 that he had got out of his basketball game and went the other way instead of coming home. And don't come here till the sun come up. People
That's something
try
they do.
Yeah, you got to be that way with kids, but you can't leave them astray. You have to let them do. I agree with you, Legacy. Get the life lessons that they're supposed to, but I also agree with Kamal. At the same time, I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes and 10 fingers down. If we gotta truck them, we gonna truck it. I'm on their side. I'm not. They not out here by themselves. So I'm just gonna have to go broke on them.
Well,
I would for mine.
And again, I hear you on that, but I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I believe in guidance, instructions, and to be there for someone. I ain't doing that. I shouldn't have to go broke when I'm already guiding you in the right way, and then you want to let your decisions empty out my pockets. You got me fucked up.
All the way.
To the up. Now there are some parents that don't guide their kids right. Then maybe that, but for somebody who love and guiding, it's okay to make mistakes. But there's a difference from a mistake and bad decision making. And mistake is something that you do not knowing that it is wrong. Bad decision making is knowing that it's wrong and still thought you could beat the odds and go out here and make this choice anyway. You have to deal with your choices.
True that.
But see, for me, I guess that's why I kind of give a little leeway, because I also look at sometimes these examples we set as parents give these children that S on their chest that they can do these things and get away with it. They see us make these tries and errors and things, and so they out there doing that same too. So as life give us a part, and we got to offer that same. That's how I look at it.
I ain't saying you gotta forget. I ain't saying you gotta forget your kids, because that's nowhere near what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if I've already told you, don't do this, that stove hot, and you
So
go over there.
I have a question for you, because this
Go
happened to
ahead.
me. So if you do something, say like the lifestyle you were living or whatever, as far as you and your child is understanding, okay, Dad, but you did this. They know that this is what you did, and they're trying, and they get caught up in the game.
And let me tell you, I got you. That at that moment, because I give a pass. At that moment, I tell them, and my boys will tell you, I've told, which I never sold drugs or done anything like that around my kids. My life outside of that, when I come home, I'm dad. Outside my house, because I never kept drugs around my kids or in my house, that I had another spot for that. And they were not allowed to go with me while I was doing those things. But I've already told my kid, listen, you go to jail for selling drugs, I'm going to be there for you that first time. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to help you get what we can get best. But if you done went through this and then you come back and make a decision that this is the lifestyle you want to live, you can call me, and I'm probably still going to help you, because I don't want them to give you 5 and 10 and 20 and 30 years. But you're going to have to get your own self out of jail. You're going to have to go and talk to your own lawyer and all of that, because I've already told you and showed you that this ain't it. And not only do I've told you stories of why I went to jail, I've told you, I've even let you see what it is like to go inside of a county jail to get ready to go to prison. These are, sometimes you have to deal with your decisions. That's like me. Let's use me for an example. I like to use me because I was a fuck up. That's like me having a good woman, and I know she good, but I also like bad girls too. And I make a conscious decision that me knowing I got a good woman at home who only loves me, want to love on me, and love my kids. And I make a conscious decision to go out here and fuck hoes. If that woman decides that after she done caught me up, that she don't want to be with me no more, and she walk away, I can't be mad at her because she walked away. I have to look myself in the mirror and say, Legacy, you did this. You gave up something good and great for a ham sandwich.
Okay, let's change it from you and a woman to your child,
Okay.
because we was talking about children. So say your child goes out and he doesn't feel that he has that family, that love that he needs. He's searching for this parent, this bond, or whatever he's looking for, and he connects with a gang. And in his initiation of this gang time, he gets caught. Now, he already felt he didn't have his dad, he didn't have a family, so he going for what he's missing, and he gets caught. Do you help your son? Do you
Well, I
help
mean,
him beat this
it,
case, or do you let him get life?
no. I do all I can because I know what it is to be in that place. So of course I make that effort of being there, to let him know that I love him and I'm helping him fight as much as I possibly can. But if you go to jail, get out of the trouble, and decided that this is the life you chose and this is what you want to do, I'll write you while you're in prison.
Oh, you write letters. I don't write letters.
You see what I'm saying? I'll make sure that I try my best to keep your spirits up and how to move inside of there. But as far as me going off the cliff and off the ledge after you done already went down here and you still made a conscious decision that this is what you wanted to do, no.
Gotcha. I just was wondering.
I mean, I try my best to be fair with everybody, and I try my best to be even fairer with my children because I do look at my life and I do look at myself and say, well, dang, you did this, you did that, you did this. And, some parents don't want to tell their children the bad mistakes and decision makings that they made and things that they did in their past because they don't want their child to judge them. But I never hid anything from my boys, especially my boys, because I know what it is to be a black man and making these type of mistakes and thinking that I can get away with this and get away with that and there's no consequence. So I've always shot straight with my kids so that they could understand, yeah, your daddy went to jail for selling drugs. Them folks tried to give me 45 years. So that I'm telling you 45 years for you to understand how serious this game is when you try to play this game. These folks will hide you forever.
I asked those questions because of one thing what Kamal was saying about, not being there for your child. But I even have, we were talking about, Kamal said legacy. In case you didn't know, it's more likely for a child to have sex than it is for them to sell drugs. You get a pass on drugs, but not sex. The
The stronger the urge.
Oh, the strongest urge on earth. Shame, shame, shame.
Well, like I said, if my daughter or each one of my sons have done well, but if my daughter think her daddy gonna financially support her and she owed her spreading her legs, she got her daddy
What if
fucked
she's
up.
spreading her legs using skin?
Huh?
What if she's spreading her legs but she uses skin?
Listen, if you are,
because you got to think about it, legacy.
Hmm?
Tendencies are hereditary.
Mm,
And she
no,
is
because
your
I can't
daughter.
say that because tendencies would be my father, my biological father didn't do shit for his kids. So tendencies would have fell on me to do the same thing for mine.
Okay, so in technicality, that's not necessarily a tendency. The reason why you would do for your child and because your father didn't is because since your father didn't, you want to do better. However,
So
the
therefore, I
sexual
would
demons.
so the sexual demons that allow me to procreate and bring life into the world with two women because I want and to sleep with many other women would have said, you know what, you could just make babies and walk on away, but I didn't.
Skeet
So
and go.
therefore, huh?
Skeet and go.
Yes, skeet and go. I didn't do that because I wanted to be just like you said, a better father. But at the same time, if I had learned from his mistakes, and I'm telling her, baby, or my son, listen, you don't have to be a father at 22. You don't have to be a father at 23. But just like one of my oldest sons here, and Kate Cora called me one day and said, "Hey, Dad, can you send me some money? I say, yeah, that's not a problem. I say, well, what's up? I want to go out I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriend and her grandmother. I said, well, okay, well, how much money you need so you can go out? He said, I'm gonna need about $45, $50. I said, to feed you? No, I wanna pay for my girlfriend food. I said, hold on. I said, you do realize I don't put my in her. I don't put mine in her. So therefore, I'm
It
not
wouldn't fit.
paying for your girlfriend food. Now, if you want to eat, I'll send you 30. But if you want,
So you didn't want to give him the money because you're not putting your in her. Instead of giving him the money because he's being a gentleman.
no, I don't give a damn about that. That's not my job to be a gentleman for his girlfriend.
No, it's not. You're being a gentleman. He's being a
No,
gentleman.
it
He
is
just
me
needs
being
your
a
help
gentleman
to be
because
a
the
man.
money is coming out of my pocket.
But if you gave it to him, now it's
No,
not
but if he
yours.
would have had a job, then he could have came out his pocket.
So what if he had a job? He had paid all his. He said, "Dad, I paid my rent. I paid my water. I paid my life. And I
I'm
ain't got
still
no more
feeding
money."
you. I'm still feeding you.
I'm so glad you younger than me and you ain't my daddy. The Lord, look at her.
I'm Tony. Tony, let me call you, Tony, and be like, bro, I wanna Tony, I need to borrow 140. Well, bro, what you need it for? You gotta do something to the car, something? No, I wanna take this chick I just met out to dinner. You see?
But that's your old boy.
No. No. It's the same thing. If I need it for something for me, for my car, for a bill or something, for me, you see, it wouldn't have probably been no problem, bro. Okay, just get it back to me. But when I told him I want to take this chick out to dinner, what you looking like, Tony? So guess what my son told me later, Kate?
What's he told you?
Dad, I appreciate you sending me that money. He said, but the lesson that you taught me was no man should have to feed or finance another man's woman if he's gonna be a man. So that's why that's why ain't no man giving my woman no money. Because eventually when you start financing a woman, you start thinking about a woman. So therefore, I'm telling my son the truth. Son, your father is not hitting her with the Ruger. You hitting her with yours. So
The Ruger?
therefore, you need to be the one who finance her eating. Because if I gotta keep doing it, then she gotta come spend the night with me. Is that something that you want?
It's kind of like people buying you sofas. Just the next thing they know, they want to hit it on the sofa.
Listen.
I'm just saying, you know.
I'm just saying.
Especially if it's a
I
fold
just
out.
got a sofa,
Especially if
right?
it's a fold out couch. I know that's why he said it.
That's why I said it. They want to try. They want to make sure all them springs work.
Listen.
Listen, y'all.
Because I had some friends come over and they were like, "Oh, we staying tonight on the new sofa," and she was so comfortable, and he had to go sleep on the other couch.
Kamal say, never worry about what you lend money for if you trust and respect that person. There's also, that is true to a degree, Kamal. I don't argue about that. But the lesson that was learned that I needed him to learn, he learned it. He learned it.
Yeah, I suppose. I just know I have a friend who so when we were talking about that law, oh, we closing out. My friend's son got caught up in them 3 strikes you out. And I told him it's because you were that father that never was there for him through these life experiences. So he kept learning these lessons. And his third strike was just driving and got caught with paraphernalia. But he got caught with paraphernalia in Colorado, when in Colorado, that law equals in one of them third strikes. And he ain't even from Colorado. He just was passing through Colorado. He doing life. He doing 3 45-year sentences in Colorado. And the last charge was because of driving with paraphernalia. And so it's like, if we leave our children to the stray of these great lesson legacy, to the stray of these of society, we can leave them out in the wolves, and they can get ate and devoured. And I
Let's
agree with Kamal. We got to be there for our children.
but let's go back here. Let's go back here. One thing I love, and there's a difference between both of my children's moms. One of them told me when I came home from prison, she said, "Listen, I ain't gonna continue going up and down these roads, bringing your kids to see you because you can be out. So understand this: if you want to be a part of your children's life the way you want to be, you have to stay out and you have to be here and do what you're supposed to do as a man." I say that's not a problem, but as long as you allow me to be in my kid's life the way and raise my boys how I want my boys to be raised, without you interfering with how I want them raised. We had an agreement. She's never, when I say never, I mean never, ever interfered with my discipline and things that I wanted my sons to be and what they needed to learn as men. Never, ever has she ever interfered. Now, my other kid's mom didn't understand that and has interfered. And I've had to go down roads with my children from her because she didn't understand that they had their dad in their home for years. And they never had any problems until the father was removed from the home. And sometimes parents have to understand, mothers, I'm not going to interfere with a lot of things that my daughter's mom do when it pertains to girl stuff. I'm not interfering with that because she knows a better way than I do as a mother and being a female. So there's certain things that I'm just going to let her have because that's girl stuff. I don't know how to be a girl. But when mothers overstep and don't understand, especially when you have a father who is definitely trying to be in their children's lives and you always coddling, you always trying to baby them. No, there's some real shit out here. And people have to understand that, mothers have to understand that sometimes you have to let, if you go back throughout history, from Africa to Rome to the Persians, to wherever you wanted to go, the Greeks, at a certain age of 12, the son was taken from the mother and went on a long 2-3 year journey without their mother in their life, in the wilderness, learning how to live, how to survive, how to hunt, how to kill, how to do all these things without a mother, and they come back men. It is women that coddle kids and prevent them from growing into the manly role that they're supposed to because y'all want to baby them. Y'all want to interfere. And I'm not saying that mothers who had to raise these kids, these boys and these girls on their own didn't do their best job, because they did. But for those mothers that do have fathers in trying to be in their lives, trying to be a man, trying to make sure that their boys or their daughters know the mistakes that they can go down in the journey, that they can go down needlessly, just take a chill pill and sit your ass back and let that man do what he got to do.
Well, let's save some of that for another show, because I want to do a show on should step parents be allowed to discipline your children. So save some of that for that show.
Well, let's go on and get up out of here then. We already 9 minutes over the limit. We're going to bring out the juiciest cakes in the business, our sister, the one who brings some sensibility to the show.
Well, you can find me here every. Go ahead, keep on going. I love you. Keep on talking about me.
The one that's keep us well and keep us nutrition. The one that has this rainbow with Pegasus horses that flies around. We're gonna bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. Jew Cake, let them know.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. You
Okay.
can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. First off, you can check me out on Facebook as Nicole Purse, Instagram Miss Beautiful, or TikTok Miss Juicy Cakes. And you get for all your homeopathic or wellness needs, you can check out my website at enliventoyou.com.
All right, we're gonna give a shout out. Who did it?
Welcome to the
Come
show,
on.
Kamal.
Too late. We want to give a shout out to Mr. Kamal Akbar for coming onto the show at the last minute, and you need to do better. I don't care nothing about your Santa Claus face. The show is over,
I'm
and we're
coming
gonna
for
go.
you. I'll see you Tuesday, sucker.
You better believe it. You better believe it, Mr. Akbar. We're gonna go ahead and bring out. We're gonna talk about our sister, the boss lady, the one that had to probably attend to my nieces and nephews, our nieces and nephews. Miss Thelma Tyson, Mom Sweetness. We love you. We know you're busy, but we held it down for you tonight. Gonna bring out the man that make it possible for us to be out here on this show, on this podcast, in this ATL world, in this ATL land. The man that's a pain in my side, but I wouldn't want to do it without him. I need that thorn. I love you, bro. AB, let him know.
I want to say thank you all for allowing us to have a wonderful show, for allowing us to be in your life, taking 2 hours out of your busy schedule to sit with us, and we appreciate you. And at the same token, again, happy birthday to Will. Will, 26 years on this earth. He's just a baby, but like I said, he's no secret or no he's no secret to this show, this podcast. We love him. He's been here frequently, and we welcome you back for future shows as well. And you bring a lot to the show, and we appreciate you. And again, also condolences goes out to Will. Also, the passing of his mom. His mom recently passed. You know what I'm saying? So, Rachel. So, again, rest in peace. And Will, we love you. We appreciate you. And but back to me. I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias. That's Anthony Brown or the Anthony Brown Show. You can find and that's you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Also, please follow my Facebook page. It's Anthony the Writer, or you could email me at the Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com. For business purposes, you can reach me at 561-768-3710. And words that I live by and so should you, and that you got to grind until you shine.
All right, all right. We appreciate you, bro. Y'all know who I am. This is Legacy the Great, getting ready to sign off. Y'all can reach me on Facebook up under Dream Williams. YouTube, you can hit me at Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Business purposes only. Please hit me up at 229-630-7615, 561-907-9129. Want to give a shout out to Miss Eccles for always attending and always got something smart to say to try to bring out a different side of me. I appreciate you.
She wants
Mr.
to bring out the beast.
Kamal Akbar, sit your ass down somewhere. Do not make me serve you up, okay? I love you. You're my brother, but I will devour you too, even though it'll take me a few years to digest you. But I'll devour you. But I just want to let everybody know that, new laws are changing daily. And you have to pay attention and learn what's out there for you and also what's out there that's against you. We have to stay vigilant and learn that, some things, especially for fathers, for me, when I'm always speaking, I know, Cake is pretty much impartial on a lot of things. She's pretty much fair, but I think that this new law, this 775 law, to give men opportunities to have a better position of ownership for their children other than being an ATM machine for most. We just want to say we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Continue to watch us. We're steady growing. And as I always say, but I think she said better than me, Kate.
ATL.
Hey, Chardonnay.
Yeah. 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you cats wanna wait to be with the sleep just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early getting finished the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you funny rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ASC is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless is a child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you not. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking Trey Love. And my throne on the key.